Well, hello. Happy Saturday night, everybody. Gosh, we're getting close.
What are you doing? I had that.
We're going to start at the top of the show with a
Wait,
little...
I just want to get this straight.
Okay.
When the videos are over, we go to the wide shot, then we go to the medium shot, and then we go to cat. So we go to this one next.
So we've all just been schooled about where we're supposed to be.
And then we go to there, and then she takes off.
Okay. I'm super happy to be here tonight. Thank you for letting us know what's going on because, as you know, we are always kind of winging it, which is fun. But like I said, we show the folks at home how it's done. It's Saturday night, and it's the Saturday before Christmas, which is... Oh my gosh, is it really almost here? You know, how many people are ready? That's what I want to know. I mean, is everybody ready with what they're supposed... Liz Cochran is with us tonight because Seth is in Louisiana.
We actually can
Liz
see
raised her hand. There's the Liz cam.
Look over there.
That's right. So she's subbing tonight, and that's so great. And I always love being around Liz because she makes me laugh so hard, and she has a new
That's
dog.
all she's good for is a laugh.
No, that's what they say
two.
in the movies.
But that's a good quality. That's
yeah,
a
but
very
now
good
we have the dog. That's exactly right. She just adopted a Chihuahua that would certainly
Bring it up. Let's have it.
Let's see the dog because the dog was about to be put down.
I'll just turn on your camera. We can go stay right there.
Okay, the dog was going to be put down, and now Rita is her name, and she lives with Liz. And this is what we should do: as adopt dogs and don't buy them because everybody.
And
there's so many dogs that need a home and cats. So
that dog is now her dog.
And you know what?
Like made for her.
I saw Rita when you first got her, and she was so afraid of the world and skittish. And what love can do for people and animals, it is unreal because actually they saved each other, I think. Because Liz, you were kind of feeling a little down about things, and if you go to Liz Cochran's page, you'll see both of them just lit up like Christmas trees, and that is the power of love, and who couldn't use a little bit of that? That's what we're here to do. Remember, we are messengers of love, and that is what we're here to do. So be love, act love, give love. Receive love. That's what I'm saying. So we're happy tonight to bring you a couple of personal things. I'm just going to talk about a few things before we get started with that. And we're going to be keeping the show to an hour tonight because we have somewhere we have to be. So we're going to end at a hard 6. So I'm going to be flying through this. First of all, you got a present that I'm giving you. He doesn't know anything about this, so I'm giving you this present. This is from Frank Ferruccio, and he wanted me to give it to you on the air and for you to open it.
What if I have the wrong reaction? Then what?
You know that there's certain things I just never think of, like that. You know, I'm just okay.
You went the other way.
Now look, he's just throwing it on the floor of the nice set. I had to take it out of the box, Frank, because it was too big. All right, there it is. So what have we got here?
Somebody in 2014 made that, looks like. Here, I'll put it over here.
That is Debbie in the Belly Up to the Bar Boys dress from the unsinkable Molly Brown.
To do this with it.
Look at that. Oh my gosh, is this the same artist that did the one that you gave Todd about 4 years ago?
It's pretty good.
Of Debbie on the bench with the raincoat and the umbrella from Singing in the Rain.
It says Bob Powley.
Well, he didn't. That is
cute.
Good job, Frank. That is beautiful.
It's very cute.
That is
beautiful.
beautiful.
It's so hard to do this stuff, I got to tell you.
What is that made out of? Let me see if Frank's
like
on here so I can say.
Material.
Same guy, yes. He said it's the same guy.
Like a plaster.
Well, he did a really great job. Let's just
How about if
she shall live right there.
How about we put her right there? Let's see. Can you see it there?
The boots are really, and the dress and the flower, it's really quite accurate. Good job. A beautiful job if the artist is watching. I don't know, but that is...
And Frank knows that's my favorite number in Molly Brown.
Well, not only is it my favorite...
Not my favorite.
Well,
it is up there, though.
I'll never say no to you. There's so many... that's one of my, if not my favorite musical of all times is that musical that she did. I just absolutely love it.
Wilson did unbelievable musical lyrics. Better in some ways than like Gershwin and the various more famous people. She was certainly less known. Uh, you know, Marvin Hamlish, all these great composers that did.
Meredith Wilson, I think, did Meredith Wilson also do the music for the musical The Full Monty? Can you look that up? I'd be The Full Monty, I think, because but I love the music so much.
But Molly Brown's music is just one after another killer song.
Oh, yeah. But the story is so great, and it's just a story. And it's a story for everybody, really.
And it's based on a true story.
And it's based on a true story.
Other than the singing.
Yep. So I'm very excited also to Frank, thank you so much. That is a beautiful
very
gift.
Good idea.
Very beautiful, and well done to the artist. Amazing. What was the artist's name again? Bob. Let's give him his due.
Powley, Powley.
Pauly, Bob Pauly. Very, very good. I'm so P.O. Pauly. Okay. I just want to make sure I give him, it took a few weeks for him to make, and I had to send him a couple of dozen pictures, Debbie in the movie
so
wearing
you had
that.
To commit. Well, wait a minute, though. It's dated 24.
Yes, he just had that done.
Oh, see, look, I thought it said 14.
Yes.
Because he kind of made his 2 look like a 1, but no.
Well, that is a really great.
Cute. Thank you.
Yes, and Ryan, I'm going to be calling you back because I don't have you in my ear anymore in case you need me. What? Ann Dudley?
She wrote the music for it.
Oh, for Full Monty. Where did I see, what other musicals that did Meredith Wilson write? Because I've seen so many with that name, and I would love to know what that is. Okay, let me take this, and I'll do that, and then I will put him on mute, and boom, we're back in business. All right, so the other thing I want to talk about is our cruise that's coming up, the Cat and Todd Live Cruise, which is going to be really fun, and it's a beautiful cruise leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we're going to, where are we going, honey? We're going to Turks and Caicos, and we go to it's a princess cruise, kind of like the Love Boat.
Oh, the Music Man.
The Music Man, that's
that was
right.
The other. But, he's like I still say he was underrated, I don't know, compared to other writers. Maybe I'm wrong.
And the Music Man was just remade a couple of years ago.
It says what songs. Anyway, we don't want to bog down on that.
Right. Okay, so let me just finish about the cruise because I know there's a lot of people that don't know about it. We, at this date, have 57...
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a big song.
That is a good one.
I mean, that's up there.
So,
I'd like to have written that.
So if you're thinking about, if you want to know more about the cruise, Ryan will pin right now a link to it. And also, if you want to know more, you can just write us at catandtoddlive@gmail.com, and Ryan will send you that information. But it's a week-long cruise, leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, going all over. Where else are we going? We're going to Turks and Caicos. We're going to the private Princess Island, Dominican Republic.
The private
Puerto
island
Rico,
is
was
gonna be
it?
interesting.
You know what, Ryan? If you put that all there, we're just, we did a cruise, Cat and Todd Live cruise, this past year in 24, and it was so super fun. Which islands? Fantasy Island. That's the princess one. Ah, yes. So anyway, if you want more information about that, I am telling you to go to catandtoddlive@gmail.com. It is this summer. It's in June, and I think you can hop aboard, but after March to join our group, you only have until March 1st. So write Ryan, and you can see the pin that he just put there, and he will let you know how to jump aboard our cruise. It's going to be so much fun. We have lots of fun events, and we get to see you, and you get to meet each other, and it's awesome.
They're fun anyway because they obviously are designed to entertain people without the bonus of being in a group. But being in a group, what's cool about that is that then you have your people, and we have our own events, some of which are private, and that makes it even more unique than just the run-of-the-mill cruise. So you get all of that just because.
Well, and Princess Cruise Lines is such a beautiful cruise line.
Thing.
You and I have been on a couple of those, and
well, you're the one that's experienced.
Well, I love
I'm a relative
cruising.
Newcomer.
You know why I love it? Because you unpack once, and that's it. And you wake up in a new place every day. You can get off the boat. You can stay on the boat. I kind of like in certain ports, I stay on the boat because I
Right.
like having the whole boat to ourselves. It's kind of a fun thing, and that's the day I kind of just have fun, go to the spa for a little bit, or whatever. But we're going to have really fun events, and it's just a big love boat, and we're going to have a great time. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and write Ryan at catandtoddlive@gmail.com, and he will give you more of the details there. And then ending tonight too is Debbie's rehearsal shoes. That's so. Do you have those out here, or do you have a picture of those? If so,
Really good
we can go to
question.
that. And because
in there, if you want me to grab them.
Well, where are they?
Here in,
They're in the house. Well, yeah, grab them.
well,
and
we
then
can also just show
we'll
a
'em
picture.
later.
Ryan's got.
Do you have a picture of them, Ryan?
Ryan.
The,
Oh, is Ryan there?
yeah, he's
Okay, he's coming. He's
my cup.
okay. I know what you mean. Okay, so he's going to show.
Cat's got vodka. She's got vodka. In
No,
there.
I wish. I wish that was something a little stronger than
Everybody
water.
knows what I'm drinking.
Okay.
It's
Anyway,
always the same
Debbie's
thing.
rehearsal shoes are on the Debbie Reynolds studiostore.com.
There they
And
are.
there's a picture of them now. If you want to go to the screen, that would be great. Perfect. There they are. There is a $500 reserve on these because these are truly, and you see they're
No,
mounted.
they're used, and
Yeah,
you get
well-
the big piece. What we didn't talk about last show,
Right, is we put
is you
them.
get the whole floor. We're giving you a whole section of the floor.
That's their base, so
Yeah.
your shoes can be presented. Isn't that beautiful? Buck, did you make that?
He did.
Good job. Good job. He does that and runs the camera. That's pretty amazing. So those shoes right there. So the reserve is $500 on those. Right now the auction is up to $110. So because but you have an hour if you want to
Now,
jump
if
in.
they don't sell, then we'll place them on the store, and somebody can
Buy them. Yeah. So that is how that will work. If you want to make a bid on these, go over to the Debbie Reynolds studiostore.com. Ryan's probably going to put a pin of that on there, and then you can take a bid at that. But that is a beautiful way to present them. I didn't see this. It's fantastic. Beautiful. Okay, so then I think we can get to the show because I'm really excited by first of all, this time of year. It would, how do you describe it? This is the time of year that first our anniversary is on the 22nd. So that's coming up. Yeah, that's right.
Wait a minute.
But
Today's
it's
the 20th, isn't it?
let's say it's 21st.
yeah, it is?
Oh, I'm behind
Tom-
the times.
That's okay. Tomorrow's our anniversary. It's our wedding anniversary tomorrow.
On a Sunday, that's nice.
Yes, and it's our day off, which is great. The only day we actually
But
take.
now we're going to have to go out.
No,
celebrate.
I'm making a big
Party.
dinner tomorrow night. We're not going out. I love to stay home and cook rather than do that. That
I
would
brought
be.
home a honey baked ham.
You did, but I want to cook something. We can
Okay.
save that for something else. Okay, so here's the thing. Christmas time for us is this is the time exactly that we lost the girls. And so, I know a lot of people find Christmas to be a difficult time for various reasons, or a stressful time for emotional and very various reasons, and we so get that. But we celebrate them, and that helps us to not go into the pull up, because it's easy to do that. And so we celebrate Carrie and Debbie, as we will in the coming week and right after. And so for that reason, I am so excited because we're going to show you some family. Todd's going to talk you through that, so I'm going to hand him the baton here in a second. And tell you about these pictures and any videos that we're showing.
So should we start with the montage, or do we want to do the video? Where
What do
Debbie-
you guys have queued up
Debbie is-
first?
I have the one where she's singing with some of the images. So I think.
Okay,
that
hold
might-
on. Ryan,
might
what have
start
you
with
got
that.
queued up first?
No, I've got it.
You
queued
got
up.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm-
then
right
you're-
now I have it queued
I'm
up
going
on
to
that.
toss the torch to you because this
Okay.
is your story to tell.
Well, these are, my mother was very big on the holidays when we were growing up. It was an important time for her. She really wanted to make sure that things didn't get in the way of that, and made it a priority to bring everybody together, come hell or high water. And if you had some excuse, the guilt trips would begin. This could be the last Christmas we're going to spend with Grandma. I heard that for 40 straight years.
And your mom's assistants heard the same thing from her, that it might be her last Christmas.
Could be
And
her
then
last.
what's weird is that it ended up when you're actually
It does
being
happen.
that. Yeah.
At a certain point, it's
Yeah.
obviously going to, self-fulfill prophecy. But we used to hear that a lot. But it was quite something. She would put on unbelievable events at the Greenway House, and even later on, as we moved away from the Greenway House, that event continued no matter where we were, New York, wherever life took us as a family. What I've got here is at the hotel, I believe, my mother was doing like a Christmas special, and she was singing a medley, and you can hear Joey Singer with her in this. The audio is not the best. But it's a rare recording of her live on stage doing Christmas songs, and the backdrop to this is a slideshow of home stills of Carrie and I as children, and her also, and even Harry Carl for that matter. So anyway, it'll be fun to hear her, and and she, of course, is in great voice at this time. This is in the 90s, and was singing at her top, and so it's great. It's unfortunately the recording is, so I'm making some excuses for that, but it is what it is, and otherwise we would never hear this. So it's pretty cool. So go ahead and switch over to Apple TV, and we are going to go full screen. And there's Carrie and I, obviously. Now that's off we go. Oh, did I jump ahead too far?
I think so.
All right, we're going to back it up a hair.
Slide her back.
Off we go.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your hearts be light.
Look how cute you guys are.
From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. I made the dress myself. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together.
Beautiful harmonies.
Give the faith a love. Hang a shining star upon the highest
I have goosebumps.
and have yourself a
That's my mom as Santa Claus, by the way. Look at that picture. That's her.
Aww.
There's
A
more.
gentleman that we all loved recorded this song. He was a good friend of mine. I know we all miss him. Nat King Cole. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
By the way, that's Tina Carl on the left, Connie Freiberg in the background.
Folks dressed up like Eskimos.
Look at that handsome
Those
thing.
are my favorite pajamas. I wish you still had those.
A turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season.
That's at the Palm Springs house, by the way.
I love that picture.
Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party house. Mr. Hung where you can see every couple.
That's Rudy Render there, and my grandfather. Uncle Bill, Rudy, Leslie Reynolds, Carrie, myself.
They will have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some
Those are to the boys that were accompanying her during the show days and the hotel days.
People singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. How do you say that in Italian? Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily. Everyone's dancing merrily. Everyone's dancing merrily.
There's Mark Rich on the left side there.
Aw, that is so precious. That is precious.
Yep, that's that. I think that's it. Well,
Have
the
yourself
reason why that's kind of cool is because it's
Aw.
you know, not, it was filmed just as part of a Christmas show at the hotel days. So it's an unusual one. It would never have been broadcast. You know, it was kind of almost like a home movie in many ways.
Oh, for sure.
They added the stills, but it gives you a pretty good idea of what the Christmases were like around our house.
Well, you know, it just hit me because I never saw your mom's show in that day. You know, I didn't start to see your mom's show live until we met. So to see her back then with three guys that sang and danced, four, yeah. It kind of reminded me of my New York days because when I would do my cabaret, I had three Broadway guys that were, and it was called Boys on the Side, my show, and it was really fun. And I never talked about this with your mom. I never saw this footage until right now.
She liked to do a New Year's show and liked to do a Christmas show.
Oh, yes.
And she worked on several different versions of it. That was a unique one there. That's why I thought it would be fun to share it. Here's some home movies. These were shot by my mother. Now, I'll talk over these because there's no music to go with it. Switch to Apple TV.
They are asking about the dress.
Oh, well,
That
let's.
is the Molly Brown dress.
Was the actual Molly Brown
now
dress?
she's wearing the Molly Brown stage dress.
Oh, I was going to say because that dress that we have, the Molly Brown dress that's like that, is so delicate.
Well,
that
one was pretty delicate too.
Yeah.
But they copied it for the touring. I'm 90% sure that's the one she has on. All right, here's the home movies. Switch, switch, switch.
There
Okay.
you go.
So that's Greenway. This is Greenway. My mom obviously is moving a little quick on the panning there. I think that's her again playing the Santa thing. Doesn't that look like her?
I can't
I
tell.
can't quite tell because one time she hired this Santa actor to come and do it, and it really confused the hell out of me.
I was going to say, did you have a chimney?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, look there,
I
look
think this
at-
is the guy. I think she hired this dude to come play
that
Santa
Carrie's
Claus.
bedroom?
That's Carrie in her bedroom.
And he
little
didn't
princess
scare her.
bedroom.
Oh, look at her.
She's in her little princess bed with her little princess bedroom. Santa Claus. This is when Carrie wasn't buying Santa. So this was designed primarily to convince us for another few years that there was actually a Santa. And Carrie still didn't buy it, but I think she went along with it for the camera. Now there I am in my room, and you'll notice there's an intercom right where his hands are. You see all those little buttons behind his little hands?
Yeah.
That was the intercom that Harry used to go, Mary, fix me another drink. It would come onto those speakers right there. So I just was having a flashback right there. Anyway, so he's okay. Now this is actually Christmas in Vegas, which is what we're doing this year. But we're on the road for Christmas this year, and I'm getting my first really good toolkit there. Although what happened is they gave me that toolkit. And there was a screwdriver in there, and I started taking the hinges off of doors, and it got to the point where like into the kitchen I had removed the hinge, and so when they went through the door fell into the kitchen, and no casualties, but that they cut the tip off my screwdriver.
I
after
can
that.
imagine
And I
they did.
haven't
Look at
gotten
you.
over
Look
that.
how cute you are.
You like those pajamas? Those are
I
like Harry Carl
do.
pajamas.
You're like a little Hugh Hefner. You have Hugh Hefner pajamas on. They're so silk
Now
pajamas.
this is the bicycle right at this time. Now we went out bicycle riding right at this time, and we're right in Palm Springs, and we're going down this hill, and Carrie falls off that bike and cuts her knee pretty bad, and my mother blamed me.
Brenda Stone wants to know if you have any of your childhood toys.
Yeah, I sure do have a few.
I knew you
toys.
were gonna say
That's
that
my great grandmother
because he
and
has
my
everything.
grandfather, and there's Harry Carl's mother in the background. I'm going to actually run that back because it went by awful quick. So
That was Rudy Render.
that is on the left here. Oops, right there is Ray Reynolds, but that is Rose Carl with Harry Carl right there. And that's Harry standing there. Now that's Grandma Harmon. She is my grandmother's mother. And believe it or not, she's actually half Indian, even though she looks pretty white.
No, but
Whatever you wanna call it.
I actually can see that
She
in
has
her cheekbones and.
Yeah, that's where my mother got the high cheekbone. Now,
Yeah.
that's Rudy Render's mother right there. That's Mrs. We called her Miss, Grandma Render. There's Rudy. Look how Rudy looks.
She's probably reading the Bible in the corner and praying for all of you.
Look at Rudy. Is he looking
what
cool
I'm
or
thinking.
Now, this is when Rudy was accompanying my mother in Vegas, but guess what that piano is right there? That's your piano.
That's
that
the
you
piano
have now
that
here.
in the
That's one
living
I had it
room. We have
restored.
it here.
This has been restored fully and is now here. There's Harry with, now there's my grandmother also, looking pretty good. Carrie looks thrilled. Grandpa was always very dapper.
Oh, look how young Debbie is there.
Now guess what she's doing right there?
Singing.
No, that was the belly up to the barboars move.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, so
oh,
Carrie,
that's right.
Carrie is doing
the hand moves from belly up to
belly
the
up
bar.
when Debbie
yeah.
was playing, because this is obviously right around that time, obviously.
Oh, that is so cute.
And the bar is right behind Harry there, always nearby, so he can get to the J&B and soda in an emergency. There, I'm swimming around the floor. Now, who is that?
Hey, I want to.
Oh, that's Dottie, the nurse. That's the nurse right there. I was like, who is that? So this was our nurse, and that's the one that got in trouble with Lisa and got fired because she spanked me out of school or got a little out of control. So, I mean, looking like a fairly normal family of sorts.
Yeah. Except for your Hugh Hefner pajamas.
Now, you know what's cool about the floor we're sitting on there? Those are all marble floors. They're all heated. Way before people had radiant heat floors, we had heated marble floors in the house. It was so huge. Carrie spanking me.
Someone's
Now,
just.
those chairs are actually in my mom. Now, there's a Girl Scout crew. There's Pat Boone. Good old Pat.
Oh
That's the
my
Greenway House.
gosh! Yeah.
In fact, we're probably going to see if we were to go back there for a second.
And pause that. Let's see who else is in there.
Okay, so
There's Pat.
all right, so let's see who else is there. So that's Debbie Boone.
I
right
see
there.
Debbie.
Shirley to the right, just above Debbie. Debbie's in the middle. It's got to be the other girls there, obviously.
Wait a minute. Where's Shirley?
Okay, so Shirley's here. That's Shirley Boone.
Oh,
this is Debbie
yeah,
Boone right here.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know who these kids are. These are Greg Champion. This is Gower Champion's kids. That's Greg Champion right there. And I can't quite... Now, that's kind of a really unusual shot because, there's somebody else in the background.
Who's in the green dress? She's very striking.
I'm not sure who these folks are. You almost have to ask the audience here if anybody recognizes her. But obviously Santa's back there again. But this was a typical Christmas party at the Greenway House. Now we're cutting back. By the way, there's a great shot of the intercom right there on the left.
Oh,
Mary,
that's fancy.
Carrie, Debbie, honey, fix me another drink. So they came over that. So each button was a different area in the house to page for assistance. I hardly ever used it, but I got to listen to all the paging. And there's Carrie's little playhouse she got for Christmas. Now we're in the living room right now at the Greenway House, and the music room is just past that. And look, you see that little head right there? You recognize that little head, Kat?
Show me.
And
Yes,
that
we
little
have
brown
that.
jar
Yeah, we
is
do have
sitting
that.
on the table in the living room. The
Yep.
head is in my mother's room. And if you look, that chest is there. And then see that thing on top, that pot where the plant is just above the
Yep.
playhouses?
Mhm.
That's in the kitchen right now. So a lot of this stuff is still in play, and some of these things have even shown up for sale as we've done various auctions and things. That's actually what's called Limoges. A lot of that was real gold furniture, play furniture. I mean, this looks like just everybody's Christmas, doesn't it? Doesn't this sort of look like...
Not everybody, but certainly a lot of people,
Well,
yeah.
you think about how beautiful these pictures are when you analyze how old they are. I mean, this is like 1962. technology.
And
You
your
recognize
mom.
those chairs, by the way, those white chairs?
Wait, I don't.
Well, the green chairs are in her room, just recovered.
Yes, I took her to get those recovered. We picked out the fabric
The white
together.
chairs, though, right there, those are in her bedroom too. See
Yep.
at the top of the
Yeah,
screen?
they are indeed. I can't believe that we have things from this era, and she was so excited to get those chairs recovered.
Well, it was a good question. Oops, I'll stop that. You can go back to us now. It was a good question that he had. Like, do you have any of the toys from your childhood? So, like, I have my baseball glove, from being really small this age. I have my golf clubs, from being that age. My mother had collected porcelain soldiers made of myosin in Dresden for me starting when I was very small. I have that full collection.
Where
still.
are they? In storage?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
those were in the
Oh
library
yeah,
at
they
the
were.
ranch.
They're incredible.
And those are they're all packed away right now. Anyway, I still have I have my Arrowhead collections. I have my Boy Scout and Cub Scout uniforms.
I saw your Cub Scout uniform. It's this big.
Yeah, it is.
And it's so tiny and it's so cute, and I just cannot believe that you still have all
Well,
that.
now to keep in mind, it wouldn't be if it wasn't for her, because, I didn't preserve it. She did. I had a collection of little pennants. Remember the pennants where you'd have a little flag? Mm-hmm. And I have one from everywhere I went. I collected them for the longest time. I have them from the New York World's Fair in 1964, schools, the Dodgers. Whatever. I mean, I have a weird collection of pennants. So, yeah, it's fun. But those were things that she saved. I never would have. I have my monogram towels from when I was that age. It said Todd in block letters. And I have Carrie's, too.
I remember when we were going through the house at Lameda, and we were finding boxes of things that your mom saved that were like that, the towels from back then. She must have been extremely sentimental too.
Well, I think our
Because
whole
that's not
family-
easy to do when you've moved so many times and you have so much going on in your life. And
She thought it would be important. There's two reasons one could derive, and one would be that she's sentimental. That's one way. But the other thing is, she knew it would be important one day. And I have put these things on display, as part of a museum thing. And I think, I'm asking, do you guys enjoy it when we show you those things that she saved? Because you're getting inside of my mom's head.
yes,
Like why and what she was doing and what she was thinking. I have this little bracelet that I actually put out here because I had a whole bunch of Carrie's jewelry when she was a teenager or even preteen. And we found this little bracelet and some others. And we've put a few of these things up. Here's another little Greenway item.
those are going to be on the
These are gonna go
studio
on the store,
store
right?
soon. Yes, let me see that bracelet that was Carrie's. That's very pretty.
It's a very interesting little piece.
It-
I'll put it in go to
it's-
the close-up camera for a second.
It needs to be polished, but it's
Well, it's sterling silver.
right. It's
Uh,
beautiful.
She had a lot of things that were.
So
She collected rings too. I don't know where all those rings went.
it's not a cuff. It bends. It has links, but it's going to be beautiful when we polish that. That's special. She
Well,
liked
I
that
think
stuff
that-
back in the
There's
in the
so much of
80s.
it. I know my mother. I know how she thought. And she would like to know that people are able to enjoy these things.
Yeah.
This stuff was in a box with a bunch of Carrie stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I have it. In fact, some of the stuff was like some old little shoes and things of hers, and the same thing with me. There's a box that has all my same thing. She would collect little things that she thought were relevant and stuff them in boxes, and we haven't ever sold any Todd artifacts. You noticed.
Yes. Why is that?
Because Todd is planning to be buried with all of his stuff.
You wanted me to put you in your motorhome that you had when you
green
were
weenie.
16, and then you wanted me to put all the artifacts in there. See, Seth wants me to do his makeup and put on his eyelashes. You want to go in your motorhome.
Well, to me, it's like the Great Pyramids.
Everyone's asking me,
Well, it's
weird
like the
things
Great
to
Pyramids.
do.
It's so I have this old GMC motorhome from 1975. It was my first car, and I've kept it, and it's in really good shape. Still runs. although the tires right now are rotting off of it because I don't go anywhere ever in it. But we've driven places in it together.
We sure have.
But so there's enough room in there to put most of my stuff, the smaller items. And then you dig, I have a backhoe. So you dig a giant hole for it and you shove the backhoe, you push, I go into the GMC motorhome with all my stuff. And then Buck, of course, has to be, if he's still alive, he has to be sedated and put in there with me. Because that's how it is with the pharaohs. All of the people that worked for the pharaohs.
Oh
the
my
good
gosh.
news and the
Well, who's
bad
going to
news-
keep me company?
Well, somebody's got to take care of all this stuff when I'm gone.
Oh my gosh, don't even say that. It's such a funny thing because Seth talks that way too, and I'm like, don't say that. But
You know what?
What?
This bracelet fits
The
the can really nicely.
She
It's a
had little
beautiful
wrists.
decoration.
Yeah.
It's nice for the Look at the close-up camera. Go to the close-up camera. Now look at that.
There you go.
It shows it really nicely. Maybe that's why I should keep it for a place to hold my coffee cans.
Did you have a favorite Christmas at all, or were they all good? As far as
Well, I mean,
Fun
I
and-
would just say that the Greenway days were very extravagant and a lot of fun. But as life went on, my mother continued to try to raise the bar, and then so did Carrie. And my mother, even over at Lameda, before she even had the bigger house later, tented in the whole backyard for Christmas. The whole backyard, like had those guys come out, and who knows what it cost. And, and then had everybody over, and it was as if it was the Greenway days, so she continued. And, Mary, of course, consistently made the same meals. So we always had the monkey bread, the turkey, the corn off the cob, Mary's corn, the string beans with almonds that she could cook with in baking soda and butter and garlic, and all these incredible desserts. Her German chocolate cake, her chocolate chip cookies. My whole life, as far as I can ever remember, those were the foods that we had for Thanksgiving and Christmas, no matter what. And so that went on my whole life. So we kind of carried on that tradition. In fact, at our wedding, Mary cooked the last meal. She came in from Louisiana and cooked the last meal.
it's so funny because we've both been moving at breakneck speed because I would have loved to. You said your mom put a tent in the backyard.
Just like we did for the wedding.
She and Carrie put a big tent up in Carrie's backyard for our wedding because we got married at Carrie's house, and it was a clear tent. It was white
That's how they
and
did it.
clear. And so because
With
you could
heaters.
see with heaters because it was December 22nd, you could see the sky through the tent. And I called Ryan because when we got engaged like a year before. And then we decided, no, it was like mid-year.
Well, we were waiting for a good time, and it was kind of being revolved around my mom a little
Your
bit.
mom's
She
health,
wasn't
yep.
feeling well, and in fact, we had talked about doing it at the beach, maybe even at the beach house,
Right.
Because my mother had gotten permission to use the beach house
From Gary Marshall, who
right,
bought
we
the house.
sold the house.
Yeah.
And we had done some parties there, and so we could have done that, but that would have been no good for her, and her health.
Well, and it's December 22nd, it'd be cold at the beach. But the thing is we got married at Carrie's house because your mom, if she didn't feel well, she would be able to just go down
right,
to
which
her own
is
house.
what she could do. By the way, did you notice we added that here?
I love that. I do. But the thing that was so great about that, that's what I was talking about Ryan actually before. I called Ryan because we decided to get married. It happened pretty fast. I mean, it was, we maybe had 6 weeks to plan a wedding, and we didn't plan it actually.
Well, I was anxious to
Carrie's
get you, I was also
assistant, Carrie,
anxious to
planned
get
it, and
you
your
in the
mom.
I was anxious to get you in the sack, so we had to get the marriage out of the way. 'Cause,
Oh my God, Todd.
what?
Too much information. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, sort of true. But the thing is that I called Ryan and I said, pal. That's what we call each other, pal. I said, we're getting married like at Christmas, and it was just less than a week away. In fact, let's bring Ryan in here. Ryan, come on in here with us.
Come on down.
Pin yourself. Make yourself seen. There you are. Okay, everybody
you
say
attest
hi
to
to
any of the
Ryan.
stories we're
Yeah, so
telling?
Ryan, can we see you? There you go. Okay, so I called you and I said what? Do you remember?
It was the beginning of November, and you said, Todd and I are getting married. I knew it was coming, but we're getting married December 22nd.
Yep.
And I said, that's the last day of school before break. Like, okay, it's going to be tricky. And then you said,
We're doing it at Carrie's
it's
house.
going to be at Carrie's house. And I said, I think I had the ticket booked within the hour.
He did.
And
I knew I knew that was going to get you out there.
Not that I wouldn't have come anyway.
No,
Not that
no,
would
I get
not
it.
have come anyway.
You know, they always say
No, I
that
would
was
have
the deal
still-
maker.
I would have still done it, but come on.
Yeah, come.
So,
Now, did you get a good chance to wander around her house and dig what was going on there?
oh yeah. I love one of my favorite things is what's in the documentary too, the pictures of the people.
Oh, the
that look
paintings
like
of the ugly
babies.
children.
Oh, the ugly children. Yeah. The house was very eclectic, I must say.
And the
But
Christmas
I
tree.
enjoyed it.
You got to see the Christmas tree.
And I did.
And, you know, we
did.
still
And
have
the
my
food,
mother's.
We were talking about the food earlier. The food was unbelievable. It
Well,
was great.
I was talking about it because that means you were one of the last people to ever get that Mary meal. That was
Yes.
the last time
Wow.
Mary did the big meal. So that was you were honored to, in my mind. I mean, anybody who got in on that meal.
And we had fried chicken, right? Mary's fried chicken.
Right, because it's not
did.
Thanksgiving. But we did the chicken, the corn, the string beans, all the desserts.
all your boy foods.
all the stuff I grew up with.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, comfort food for sure.
Yeah.
She would make fried chicken. I don't know I'm sure people know how to do this, but she used to get a bag, a brown paper bag that you get at the grocery store, and she would make her little mixture of flour and egg and whatever you do, and it would go in the bag, and then she'd put the chicken in the bag, and she would shake the bag, and that's how she coated the chicken. And I always used to think, what a weird thing to do. I mean, it just didn't. But that is how
But
she
you
made.
swear that no one ever gets to eat at their own wedding, Ryan. I never had a piece of that chicken. I can't even tell you that I tried the fried chicken.
Oh,
No, I did
can't
not,
believe
because you're it's a big thing, your wedding day, and there's
Everybody's needs a moment.
everybody. Yes, my
Your
moment
mom
was this.
right in front of me in the buffet line, actually.
Oh,
Your mom.
Yep.
that's cool.
Yeah.
How many people did we have? Like 80?
Just under 100 probably.
Yeah. We had to keep it, because it was in her backyard and under a tent. So we really had to keep it, but it was really fun.
But just think about that too. Christmas was 2 days later or 3 days later. I mean, how wild is that?
Fun fact, my former husband, who was just a terrific person, Michael Knight, was at our wedding.
Yes.
And we had a great time, and we had so many great people there, and it was so great, just to have. It was
Yeah,
right.
Miguel
It was
Ferrer last
Miguel
time.
Ferrer.
Last
Yeah.
time I was with Miguel,
Yep.
Gabri was there.
Yep. It was really a special wedding. I have to say, it was so great. It was a great day,
You
a
had
great
your
night.
friend, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, yep. Jeffrey was there.
Jeffrey
Yep.
was there.
And
He's a sweet guy.
we just had a great wedding, and I just wanted to talk about it for a second because tomorrow is our it is our anniversary tomorrow. Time just goes by so fast. That's why I said people don't wait for things.
We've been married like 5 or
You know,
6 years. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's funny. I remember, and Ryan, we used to say when we were in our first year of bliss, just even being together, not even married yet. We would say it's just as if it's always been this way. That's
well,
what
that's
we would
how
say.
I still feel. I'd feel that way.
And then he would always say, if the music stopped, would you still take your chair, the same chair? And I'd say, yes, of course I would. Well,
It's not, of course. You could easily say, I made a bonehead move,
I know, and it's funny, I used to say, before I met you actually, way, way, way back, I used to say it would be really good if marriages had because we've worked under contracts our whole life as actors. Our contracts are 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, so I've had so many contracts in my life, and I used to think, wouldn't that be interesting if marriages had contracts?
Well, they do, of sorts.
Maybe people would behave better if they knew that their
Well, they do have
option was coming.
It is a marriage contract. That's why you have to go to the judge if you want to dissolve it. So it is a
It
legal
is, but I
document.
mean, it's like you're
You
up
mean
for
a time frame?
No, an option. Is your
like
option going to get picked up? I think
Yes.
that's what I was thinking.
At 10 years, there should be an option renewal clause.
But I love it when people get married again, you think that you don't really think that that's cool, but I do. I love it when people
No,
have another
you're saying
wedding,
the
like
renewing of the vows
the
and all that.
renewing of the vows. That's
And
right.
I always say, well, didn't you mean it the first time, or are we? What's up?
No, I just think that
Now, I
it's a
understand, but
sentimental
when
thing.
People, no, but I know plenty of people that have, had, we'll call difficult times. Let's just leave it at that.
Right.
And so there's a valid reason, because you're like, well, we made a mess of this whole thing, so it would be good to sort of like start fresh. But when you're in like the perfect marriage like us, then there's no reason for that stuff.
Let's not say that, because you know darn well that I mean, we have a great marriage, but I don't want people to think, oh, they never had any issues or things like that, because that's not realistic.
Well,
And
I
I don't
wasn't- I
want
di- I
people
didn't
sitting at
say
home
that.
thinking that their marriage is something's wrong with it because of this or that. I think every marriage is I don't like to hear people say marriage is work.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate when people say that. And it's funny, Winston, we've never talked about that, but you don't like that either?
No.
You know what it is? It's effort. And it is. It is effort.
But
It's
that's
effort to
different.
understand each other. It's effort
Well,
to
that's called accommodating.
yeah. Well, you have to, yeah. Like I know it's probably not your dream that you met a woman that wanted to have chickens, in the house and
But I'm
even
the
in our
one that-
bedroom.
I'm kind of the one that started that by accident.
You are. But the
So-
thing is that's not your dream, but it's mine. And so you accommodate that. And then there's things I do, like sit in bed and endure endless war movies at, level 10 volume.
Well, that is mandatory.
Well,
I mean,
so
these are-
it's effort and
it's a fair trade.
talking about
Chickens
the
for
hard
war
things.
movies, would you say? It's
but it's so great. And now of course you're my favorite date in the whole world, and every day I get to spend with you
Aw.
is special for me, because I think all these years gone by and it doesn't feel like it at all. I mean, it still feels like we're dating in some ways, and then there's other ways that it feels like we've been together forever. But anyway, enough of all that. Tomorrow is our anniversary, so I'm happy anniversary almost. That's what I say.
They're
almost.
all sad that you don't have wedding pictures on hand.
You want to?
Oh, we
Okay.
do. We do.
Okay. So while Todd shows a few wedding pictures, if he can find them,
No,
I'm
it
going to
takes me
get
all of 2 seconds.
2
to do that.
seconds. Oh, because we weren't planning to talk about
No, but
this.
that stuff's in a photo album that's easy to find. So here we go.
Okay, so then we'll go to the prize wheel. And by the way, everybody that donated tonight, we have a special crawl at the end of the show, and your name is going to be on it. That's something new we're going to do tonight. And also, I just want to say hi to Jordan the Lion, who is here. If you don't watch Days with Jordan the Lion on YouTube, you have to go check it out. And Ja, his dog, and Katie,
How
his
about this
girl.
picture right here?
Which one?
That picture.
Oh, that's you
So
walking.
Mark
your-
Selland, Rudy Renders sitting here. One of the last things we did with Rudy. Mm-hmm. But that's my mom and I. And there's the tent she was just describing.
Yep.
This is unedited, so keep in mind you're going to see. There's Carrie smoking her vape pen,
The peace pipe, as she called it.
and Donald Light did all the flowers. You can see that was Eugene.
Yep.
Cat. There's Eugene. Now there's the green weenie in the background. That's
Yep,
the motorhome.
there
we were
it
talking
is.
about. There's my mom and I a little further. Look at that little back shot. That's a friend of Carrie's. That's Carrie's house. That's my nephew and Brandon, my stepson. There's Henry and I. There's the tent empty before everything got set up. Carrie's
Oh, I think that was
house.
the end of the night, actually.
That's Craig Johnson and
Oh,
Becca.
I love Craig, yeah.
And Neil. That's Amy, who's I guess you call her nephew. What do
No,
you
she
call
is.
that?
She's married to your nephew.
I know, but what does that make her?
Oh, she's an amazing person.
Okay, well, she is an amazing person.
Yeah.
There's the table decorations. There's the frog. We've talked about the frog.
I love
that
the frog
is
head.
now at our house. Mm-hmm. There's Abe again. I don't know why we have so many
Oh,
pictures
that's
of him.
Bruce.
Bruce, I'm sorry. There's people starting to gather. There's Mark Rich. That's Margie's son.
Yep.
There's Mark Selland and his wife with Carrie's little thing, her little Star Wars.
There's
piece.
my brother walking me up the aisle.
That's pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's Henry with
Henry
Dawn.
and Dawn.
There's Bobby again. There's the same group
And that
shot.
was we have friends from Vegas there.
Now that's the wedding itself. Now we have some here. Let me see if I can find some ones where, there he is. Because we have the
Yippee.
one where Yippie's in the pictures. Wait, there he is.
Well, Yippee was in the wedding invite.
Yeah, so there's Yippie right there. He's sitting literally up front while we're doing the vows and the whole thing.
Look at that.
There's Fred Wallachy on the right.
Yep.
There's Vanessa and Steve on the left.
Oh, thank you, everybody, for your donations. I'm watching them come in. You will make sure you watch the end of the
There's
show.
a good shot. Look, so you haven't come down the aisle yet. There's Yippee and Carrie. Wait, Carrie's the best man, just so you know.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a little smattering. Richard Landers, good friend of mine.
Oh, there's Dr. Lillian Glass. You know what? She is the premier people reader, and she's written such great books, Dr. Lillian Glass. She's written so many amazing books about personality types, so she's just incredible. And after the wedding, she said to me, I love the body language during the vows. And I thought that was great.
Explain what's going on in that picture.
What is going on in that picture?
That's the
Oh, we're
vape.
smoking Carrie's
vape.
peace pipe. She
So
insisted
Carrie-
that we take a puff
Well,
of...
as you know, Carrie and I are 1/8 Indian,
Yep.
American Indian, and so she felt that it was important that the ceremony contain some tobacco. So we have a vape pen that she had with her, and then we had to pass it around. So we both had to take a hit on the ceremonial vape pen.
Yep. So we
So,
didn't expect to
anyway.
do all this, but there
No,
you
but
go.
I mean, I just tossed it in there, and I don't have to go through the whole thing. Did that satisfy the
It
request?
satisfied me. I love seeing those pictures. Yeah.
And that was literally just one day ago, a few minutes ago.
So what you see behind me here is the wheel, and this is the prize wheel. So everybody that's on this
But
wheel,
here's the wild part.
What?
12 years ago tomorrow.
12 years ago. Yep, 15 together. So
Right.
tomorrow might be 13 actually.
Well, no, because the wedding was December of
Well,
2012.
as your mom would say, what difference does it make?
There's truth to that.
What difference does it
Then
make?
there is truth to
It's
that.
just, it's an anniversary. That's what counts.
All right.
Okay, so behind me, you're seeing the prize wheel. If you entered the room and commented, you are on the wheel. Your little names are on there, and we're going to spin the wheel just like we did when we were teenagers, except you don't get a kiss. You get a prize if you win.
And you don't have to take your
Okay,
clothes
the
off.
first prize is coming up right now, and then after this is the super wheel for all the people who donated last week. Less names on it, and we have Blake Heaton. Blake Heaton, you are the winner. Let me see what you have won. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and say, Blake, you have won the Bright Lights documentary. It's on a DVD. If you haven't seen it, you are going to love it. If you have seen it, you're going to love owning it. It is such a great thing. If you've never seen the HBO documentary Bright Lights about our family, in particular Todd, Carrie, and Debbie,
in
you
it,
are
though.
going, yes, but this is just so great. You're going to love it. Congratulations, Blake. You and everybody else that wins tonight, please make sure that you write
You can watch that, by the way, on HBO, on their
On demand.
On demand.
Yeah.
This was purchased through Amazon, but they do have it. But it's an HBO production.
Right. So there you go. So Blake, go ahead and write us at catandtoddlive@gmail.com to claim it, and we need your address and get that out. So congratulations, Blake. You are a wiener. Number 2, Philly Mood 2. I think I know who that is. Diane Vasquez, is that you? How good am I if I got that right? Ryan, do you know if I got that right? I think it is. You know what's scary?
I don't know, to be honest.
My memory,
It is one of them.
my memory scares me sometimes.
Oh, you have great memory.
I mean,
Well, you
I
have a-
know about
you
things.
have
I
a-
remember things I didn't know anything about.
but
That's
you
what's so
have a
weird.
Memory, we all have selective memories, but you are exceptional in certain categories. Like I remember very strange things in a lot of categories, but you have an uncanny memory with people and shows. Specifically
But
actors
that I don't know.
Well, you
That's the
shouldn't
weird.
even know, but
I'm
you're-
like a savant in that, and it's weird because I am
Well,
on
you
the
dropped
I'm
on
on the
your head as a
spectrum,
child?
and so no, but I think that's one of my superpowers is
Maybe
that
you got injured in the chicken pen, and then no, it is your superpower for sure.
it is my superpower.
There has been several chicken pen injuries.
I'll tell you who
which
else
may have
has. John
enhanced-
Stetson has that superpower. Same one. Okay, so Philly Mood 2. Write us at catandtoddlive@gmail.com to claim your prize. You have won the travel size of Cat Cosmetics, the foaming cleanser. This is the best over here. Over here?
Just lean this way a little
Oh,
bit.
lean this
Look
way.
at the picture.
Okay.
See the picture?
It's hard to watch everything, do
No, you don't
everything.
have to watch it. Just you
Yeah.
want to be centered a little bit.
You see what it's like
tell
to
you what,
work
if you
with Todd
can't see
Fisher. Do you
Vegas-
feel my pain?
Well, I just like to see you centered.
Okay.
In
Here.
more ways than one.
So the Miracle Working Foaming Cleanser is yours, Philly Mood, too. This is the best cleanser in the world. Takes off all your makeup in one shot, leaves your skin super soft, and tones it at the same time. Make sure you send us your address and claim your prize. Number 3 is Terry Dixon. Terry Dixon has landed. Terry, you
Pick
are...
something she doesn't have, though, right?
Okay, yeah.
Probably that postcard.
This?
I bet she doesn't have that.
I think she does.
This is rare. I
Oh,
don't
this
think she has
postcard?
that.
Let's let you...
No, this is a collection.
You
This-
would
thi-
not have.
This
No,
is a
I've never
collection-
seen it,
No,
ever.
so this is a whole collection of my mother's cards that were left. Like this was at the Riviera Hotel. You see the postcard. So if you sat at the table, this was at the table. So you would send a postcard to your friends. But there are several of them. There's one here I see here from the Desert Inn, and Debbie at the Desert Inn. So there's 4 different postcards, and there's Debbie at the Frontier.
Is that Paul Anka? Who is that? No. It's a comic. Norm Lewis?
Crosby. He
Norm
opened for
Crosby.
her. And there she is at the Hilton, which is now the
Westgate.
Westgate. So those are 4 collectible
Oh my gosh.
cards. So I bet she doesn't have that because these are rare.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something you'd have to scour
So
eBay
Terry
for.
Dixon, claim your prize at catandtoddlive@gmail.com and you will get that. Now, the next winner is that's what Ryan said. I was right. It's Diane Vasquez. I only have to see something once. Isn't that weird? And it's nuts. Dina Raber. Hey, Dina, how are you? It's good to have you tonight. Congratulations. You have won the program to Carrie and Debbie's public memorial, which was a fantastic event. And you also will get the pin.
The enamel.
The enamel pin, and it's so beautiful.
Ricky LaChance.
Ricky LaChance was the artist, and he still is the artist. He's amazing. And this is a pin with Carrie and Debbie. Let's see. You have to put it up close. There you go. And Adina, you also, this program is so beautiful. It has, again, on the back of the program,
Okay.
it has the art that you see that's on the pin. And the front is one of my favorite pictures. I actually designed this whole program. And so I picked my favorite picture, which is Debbie and Carrie when she was a little girl on stage. And then inside is the program. And this is the last shoot that we did with Debbie on the stage here. And it's so great, and Todd is directing her. So, and then this is the program, everything went on. So that is coming your way. Dina Raber, please send me your address at catandtoddlive@gmail.com. And I think we have
One more?
2 more.
Oh.
I think 2 more. 2 more. Yep. All right, see, you come to our show and you get prizes. I love that part.
That's your favorite.
That's
part.
my favorite. I love giving the prizes. Oh, this is going to be a tight race. Unbox Life with Lori. I unbox Life with Lori. That is great.
Sounds like a show.
You know what? I love unboxings. I love watching people on social media when they get something and they unbox it. And Scott Michaels actually unboxed
Well, now she'll
something.
be able to unbox that product.
That's right. Life with Lori. Unbox Life with Lori. You have won the miracle working hyaluronic serum from Cat Cosmetics, which is my company. This is
Hyaluronic,
incredible.
what does that mean?
Well, it's hyaluronic acid, and
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's the most wonderful product for your skin because it locks moisture into your skin, and especially now when it's so dry because it's winter and we're about to
Right.
head into it.
The
This
cold
is
air rapes the wind and the air.
you
rapes the
will
moisture.
love this, Lori. It is one of my favorite products. I love our skincare so much. I've had the company for 24 years. If you don't know about it, it's catcosmetics.com. It's a beautiful company, and everything is made with such love. So this is coming your way, but I need your address because I don't know you, Lori. So write me at catandtoddlive@gmail.com and give me your address, and you will get your beautiful hyaluronic serum. Okay, so now we have one more, and it's ACAM. ACAM. I don't know if you're a man or a woman because I'm not sure who ACAM is. But what you have won, I hope will please you either way. It's my postcard set. And so what it is, it's linen postcards. It's a booklet of them. And they're just all different. You can see on the back, it tells all about this. And it's just different eras of my life and my career. And my poster from the 80s. Oh,
One of
youth
my
is wasted
favorites.
on the young. And then Les Mis, my shot from Les Mis, and just magazine layouts. And this is from a show I did off Broadway called Pieces, which was so fun to do. A Matthew Ralston photograph, and then our family photograph on our wedding day. So these are really great, and I will sign it. And if you want me to sign it to you, then go ahead and let me know that in the email. Send me your address, ACAM. Send it to catandtoddlive@gmail.com. We are going to the Super Wheel. What is that, you may ask?
And what is our gift?
Kyle, do you want to talk about the Super Wheel real quick? Pin yourself,
yes.
Kyle.
1 minute.
Okay. We're bringing in
You guys see me?
our Wonder Kid we love. Okay.
Is there a Debbie CD up here?
Oh, yes, I have it. Okay.
See it.
Well, we tell them what it is afterwards.
I will.
Okay.
I just want to see it.
All right. So go ahead, Kyle. Tell everybody what is the Super Wheel.
All right. So the super wheel. All right. It is just like the chat wheel, but it has a much better prize each week. All right. So to get on this wheel, what you have to do is you have to donate in the chat, whether it be by super chat or the super sticker. There's no difference. You can donate however much you want, and you can get up to 2 times on the wheel. Okay. So you can donate 2 separate times, and you'll be set on the wheel twice. When you get put on the wheel, it can be, I think they'll talk about the prize in a minute. But yep, you'll just get put on this wheel if you donated, and yeah, that's really about it.
All right. And so we want to thank you for your donations. Thanks, Kyle. Miss you and love you, and see you in April. I'm looking forward to that. Yes, I'm going to see Kyle here and back east because we're doing a show in Pennsylvania in April, so that'll be fun. Okay, so we're going to spin the wheel. And
There it
then
goes.
who gets kissed? That's what I want to know. And then you will know what your prize is. Congratulations, everybody, and thank you for your donations. We appreciate it. They go through to the legacy products that we do here. Dwayne Shell. I got your Christmas card today. Isn't that crazy? Dwayne Shell, you have won a Debbie Reynolds CD, and it's actually signed by Debbie. Yes,
That's rare.
I know, and what I love is that, well, first of all, I love it because Dwayne is a sweet soul and a good heart, and I thank you for being a great supporter of the show. But I'm so happy for you, Dwayne, and it's got Debbie's signature right there,
Here, I'll go to the closest.
and and that is coming your way. So claim your prize at catandtoddlive@gmail.com, and congratulations to you and to all of the people who donate to our show
This
every
has been
week.
unwrapped
Yeah.
in order to sign the cellophane is off,
Right.
but it's never been played.
No.
Like the CD has never been played.
Yep. Gosh, that is so great. And we have all of you to thank for our show because we've been doing the show actually for 4 years, but we've only been on YouTube for about 5 months. And we're on Facebook too, but we love it if you tell your friends about our show. We really appreciate it. Any donations you make go to the production of the show, and of course, any of the products that we auction off it goes towards the legacy projects that we have here, and the maintenance of the costumes, and we just really appreciate you so much. And now I want to say, have a great holiday. We're going to be back next Saturday for sure.
Oh, look what Ryan has.
What's Ryan got there? Oh, you know what? And I want you to watch the crawl if you donated because your names are going to be there. And we thank you again. We just love you and
Now, we didn't do an
bless
auction
you.
because we're going to do an auction show.
Yeah, we are. We're going to be doing an auction show, which is going to be really fun. But in the meantime, I think let's just get the crawl on camera because we're going to
Okay,
go
we're
ahead and
ready.
do that.
Go ahead.
There we go. And we want to just say thank you. Our supers. That's our super wheel, people. Thank you so much. And now you should also say goodnight to each other, and we love you.
Ooh, good Christmas song.
I
like
love
that
this
song.
idea. By the way, this idea was given to us by Roy Wagner. How great is
that
that?
true?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Roy is an important part of this thing. He helped me light the set.
Yep.
He helped actually dethatch the set. We were getting, over the years, we got more and more cluttered too. So Dawn Ferry came in and
Yep.
helped redecorate, and Roy came in and
Oh, I love
relit.
our set.
And now I think the set's looking is better than ever. And so we're trying to make improvements as we go along here.
Oh, I'm just getting goosebumps seeing these names because I didn't, I love this because I don't have time to properly see everybody because it's very hard for me to do everything at once. Jordan, oh, look it, and Kat, thank you so much. You have no idea.
Who is Love Fall Girl?
I don't know, but I want to know because she's here every week. And
Oh, well,
yeah.
I see. That's what I mean. You got
John Eric
You're
St.
seeing
James
people
and
that are,
Groovy Susie is here every week, but I don't know who that is. But I just, my heart is so full right now, just knowing, hey, Tammy and Debbie. I see some people that I have met, and I'll get to meet some of you too this coming year, 2025. I have so many cities on the
well,
tour.
Also the cruise. You've got the cruise.
The
coming.
cruise in June. If you want to know anything more about that, just write us at catandtoddlive@gmail, and Ryan will get back to you. I'm going to get to meet so many of you this year in so many places. 2 places in Virginia, 1 in West Virginia, Pennsylvania. God, there's so many cities on my tour this year, it's not even funny. So I'll be settled down for at least 6 to 12 days in each city and look forward to meeting you in person. Thank you, guys. Ooh.